Good day, everybody. Back in the car with the little doggy. Going to the park. I just wanted to remind everybody that tonight, as far as I know, it's still on. There will be a live stream tonight at 10 p.m. on Irving Twins channel. He's probably going to do a casual AF tonight. I don't know what he's planning on playing, but we'll be talking about things and such and that sort of stuff. Anyway, just wanted to talk real quick about this Twitter campaign, this viral trend or whatever it is. There's a hashtag going on Twitter called Trudeau must go, or Trudeau has got to go, or Trudeau get out, or something like that. Anyway, people posting basically a brief bio and then saying Trudeau says I'm an extremist and need to be dealt with, right? And these bios are all for, just regular Canadians living their best lives, And I did mine. I didn't post a picture. I don't know why, but I just didn't. And it blew up. Like, people are saying, oh, it's a bot campaign or whatever. But it seems pretty grassroots. Everybody seems like they're putting out, pretty standard, believable fare in terms of their biographies. Anyway, it got me thinking, and I may have mentioned this before in a previous live stream, but I think it's a really, really sad state of things when political leaders are disparaging segments of their constituency, and it's not something that you typically see. I guess it all started with Hillary Clinton saying you can put half of Donald Trump supporters in what I call the basket of deplorables. Basically disparaging, American citizens. Not her political opponent himself, but the people who support him. And that sort of set a precedent, and now it seems to be just like the way of doing politics. You get Biden doing his red speech with the red lighting, where he talked about MAGA supporters as being extremist and dangerous and all sorts of crap. And then you've got, of course, Trudeau on multiple occasions, and this is what spawned this campaign, calling people extremists, misogynist, racist, Nazis, that kind of stuff, and that they shouldn't be tolerated. Like, it was very, very Hitlerian of him. Anyway, it got me thinking. I'm like, this is something that really sort of needs to be taken care of at the party level, and I'm calling upon political leaders of political parties. I don't expect it will be the NDP or the Liberal Party, but maybe the Greens, or maybe the Conservatives, or the PPC. They should make it a commitment that if any one of their elected officials in any given party speaks disparagingly of the citizenry, either directly by calling, a certain segment of the population extremists, like Trudeau did, or by proxy by, insulting a political opponent and using his supposed associations with Nazis or what have you, or extremists or what have you. They should be ousted from the party. They should be removed from their cabinet position, and they should say, you're not a member of this party anymore. So what would that mean? Now, people have been talking about, based on the way Trudeau has been speaking recently about Canadians, he could be brought up on hate speech laws. He could be charged on hate speech. That's never going to happen. And quite frankly, I don't like the idea of hate speech laws. I think it's a bad precedent. I think it's a slippery slope. But I think it should be taken at the party level. It should be incumbent on elected officials to represent their constituents and not to disparage a segment of them. Like, imagine you think about your job, right? If you work in any sort of customer-facing industry, right? I work in IT for an ISP. If I spoke openly about certain customers in certain areas being, bad people or engaged in nefarious acts, I'd lose my job. And I don't even interact daily with customers, right? I'm an internal IT support. I work with my agents. I work with sales agents. But anyway, you don't get away with calling your customers or your clients, which we are of the government, bad names or saying that they belong to a specific group. You shouldn't anyway. You should be fired. You should be ousted from your position. So what would that mean for Trudeau? So if the Liberals, in a fantasy world, all of a sudden got morals and ethics and said, you know what, that kind of language is bad. We want you out of the party, kind of thing. Well, I guess it would have to trigger a no confidence vote, right? But let's say it's a lower level, just a minister is caught saying this. Well, then they should be ousted from the party, in which case they still serve their term in the House, but they now are independent. They're not part of the whatever party they were elected under, because they've taken this act of disparaging members of the body politic, right? They've taken this, they decided to willfully characterize a group of citizens that they are meant to represent as somehow other, bad people who should not be tolerated, as Trudeau said. These are things that are like unconscionable for an elected official. It should be a non-starter. If you insult the constituency, if you insult the citizenry, you can't do your job. You've shown to be incapable of doing your job. Because your job is to serve the citizens. Your job is to represent the citizens. And how can you effectively represent citizens that you have disdain for, or that you view as somehow other or not worthy of your respect? You view them as contemptible. I don't know. I'd love to see a no confidence vote on Justin Trudeau based on his comments. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Liberal Party is a bunch of feckless cowards. They won't stand up to this trust fund baby. But being that as it may, just about at the park, Kenzie's getting excited. She hasn't been here in almost a week. So I'm going to sign off. Thanks, folks. And remember, tonight on Irving Twins channel, we'll be doing a Casual AF live stream, and I hope to see you all there. Take care. Bye-bye.